Yo, ladies and gents, welcome back. Episode 81. Your boys are back in the house, victorious.
We
Javier,
are
man.
back.
Woo! Feels good, man. Feels good. Took a little week off, but we're back recording on this Friday night. It's April 7th, 4/7/23. You know, it's Good Friday, fam.
Good Friday, fam.
Passover for the Jewish folk. We got Easter coming up, for on this Easter Sunday coming up. I know my kids are pumped to find that, go for a little egg hunt, do all that good stuff. So, Hey, your boys are back. We're going to give you the scoop like we always do. Going to the Revs game tomorrow night, so we'll give you the scoop on the Revs, give you the latest and greatest.
Yep.
We got a ton of stuff going on across seas, all the soccer, all the Euro Futbol that we follow. Give you the update there. And then, of course, man, the thing we were just talking about before we went hot, WrestleMania. Wow.
People are talking, fam. People are talking.
Wow.
They've been talking. They're listening now.
So we're wrapping up. The masses going on as we speak, fam. Let's go, Victoria. It's like we're in it right now. We're in the thick of it now.
We're in the thick. There's so much sports.
First major of the, and the most important major, obviously besides the Open there, which a lot of people take. But we're in the golf mix. We'll give you the NBA streets, the regular season winded down there. And then we got some OT takes. We'll get into the OT streets. Victoria's
UConn, right? UConn champions.
Got to throw UConn up there. Can't forget that. Shout out to the homie Nick, big UConn fan.
Huskies.
Homie Nick Haskard. But yeah, we'll get into it all. We got some, just for sure. Want to just appreciate everyone. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you, throw a little review out there. We can use a little review, comments.
Talk to us. Talk to me.
Let's go. However you can. So we'll get the content going out there.
Let me talk
have
to
the content team, take some time off. So, shout out to all the supporters out there. We appreciate all the love as always, man. Coming to you, episode 81. Victorious, how you been? You excited for this Revs game tomorrow?
Well, first off, can't wait to go to Revs tomorrow. Report back on that. Need a dub. What? Montreal's coming to town, so we'll see. We'll be taking care of that.
Coming up.
Fam, pumped to get into Mania. Crazy. I told you the other day, Red Sox just stinking it up with their pitching. Our boy. Shout out to our boy Coutinho giving us the preview. Calling
episode
that 5 for 5 too. That dude from Baltimore, the catcher. Just saying.
Yep. He did call that.
Check that out. Episode 80. Fam, let's get it, man. 81.
Here we go. We're going to jump right into it again. Thank you for joining us, man. I'm a little congested. I'm trying to battle through it, fam. We're going to get through it. I don't care.
Yep.
Let's go. Episode 81. I got this little bevy here. We got right. We get right. We're going to jump right into it.
That's right.
Revs. Looking forward to this game. Like you just mentioned it. Victorious. Montreal coming in. Revs are sitting nice right now. Sitting nice in the standings. Heard Bruce on the radio a little bit. Like, we got a little swaggy. He said he's trying to make it to the Masters on Sunday once we get this W. He's trying to take that PJ into Augusta. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The boss talk to him.
But yeah, looking forward to this game. We're going to be in the house. We'll definitely try to throw a little content out there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's just good vibes right now. Saw a little interview with Josie Altidore, just to throw that little angle into the mix. But he was talking about, the practices right now are they're tough practices. You got Veroni,
competition
Bobby
up front,
Wood, competition all the way through. Got a serious youth movement in the same time going on, between Noah Buck, Esmir. We got some other people going. It's just like the whole team is a good vibe right now.
Panayatu.
Jack Panayatu.
Wow.
Yep. So there's a whole vibe right now. Just positivity brings me back to not last year, not 2022, but 2021. Supporter Shield winners, just battling. Just every game was a battle. Not giving up cheap points, not giving up late points. Actually, things are going the other way now. We're scoring late points. We're taking 3 on the road. We're doing things like that. So,
right.
Yeah, give me the overall vibe, fam. What are you looking forward to the game tomorrow night? Any predictions? Let's throw it all on the table. Let's go.
Fam. It's really got to be nothing else other than a W. These guys are in dead last. Montreal, that is. We're sitting at the top of the Eastern Conference, just about. Yeah, and we, the guys you just rattled off. It's just the start of it. You got Gustavo Bo. You got our boy. Carlos Hill in the mix too. Seems like he's back and healthy. So I don't know, fam. I'm really more. So actually, I do know. It's going to be a dub for us. Hoping for 2.5 goals. That'd be a nice little, maybe a 3-0, maybe a 3-1. But the way Petrovic's been playing, he kind of just really holds it down. So maybe a goose egg. That's kind of where I'm feeling. I think the last time we were on the pod, I don't know. Can't recall if we quite went into it, but last win was a win over Nashville. I think that was 2 with Noah Buck at the end.
We had
Who was
2-1
that?
against DC United, and then we
Versus
had a 1-1
DC,
tie
thank you.
against NYCFC. We had a 1-1 tie against. That was the latest one.
So we covered the Nashville game, but we didn't cover the DC United game where Buck hit the game winner at the end.
Yes, Buck was playing really well. It got team of the week.
Yeah,
you got team of the week that week. He's been playing well. And then the last one was the most recent was NYCFC
for sure.
And that's when Carlos Heel scored that. Placed a nice little lefty.
I didn't get to see quite at all. It was kind of in bits and pieces, but I was hearing also that the goal that NYFC scored may have been potentially should not have been given. Maybe I don't. Did you hear any scuttlebutt about that?
Well, they took one away from us. That's what it was. They took one away from us too. It was they called offside on us when I think someone wasn't involved in the play. Something like that. And actually, shout out to the homie Kirk. He was over at that game.
Nice.
His family, his squad was over there. So. Yeah, we had for sure a chance to grab 3 against the rival NYCFC, but we took the 1 point there. I think that just like you said, that was a pretty good wrap up there as far as that goal that got disallowed and didn't get put up on the board. But it could have been 3 points for us, and we could have been sitting pretty. But give you the table real quick.
Yeah, what do we got?
Cincinnati. Yeah, after 6 weeks right now, only Montreal and Chicago are on 5 games, but everyone else has 6 games played. Cincinnati up top on 14 points. Atlanta United 13. Revs sitting in third on 13 as well. The goal differential is just 2. So we're sitting in third, sitting tasty. Montreal sitting in dead last, as you mentioned. 1 win, 0 ties, 4 losses. 3
I know they got this forward, this guy Quieto. I think he beat us last year as we were trying to get into the playoffs. So, anyways, his team's out in the dumps, but you can't count any team out. But I kind of like the trend of the Revs and, even just Petrovic again in the defense. Oh, yeah, I actually meant to shout, and, this is a guy who we actually don't probably give enough love to, but, boy, Andrew Farrell kind of coming in and doing his thing. At least in that first game versus DC, I think he came in, made a few, I don't know, probably 6-7 minutes. Hey, listen, man, I like to see just kind of, him coming through and a veteran guy, Again, I've been a little mean to him,
Victorious. That's a great mention. Not only Andrew Farrell, but Omar Gonzalez coming in playing a couple 5, 6, 7 minutes to put away a game. Hey, Josie Altidore, I just I touched on him before, but he's coming in playing about 30. He played about 30, 20 minutes a game, to seal it or give a little energy boost up top. But they're going to him over Veroni, which is telling. And then just about Andrew Farrell and Omar Gonzalez, those are the roles I think that they're supposed to be playing. Andrew Farrell, maybe just kind of easing into it. I think he could give us more burn if we had to. But they should be coming.
He was breathing and huffing and puffing, fam. I think with the 7 or 8 minutes.
If we gave him a heads up, hey, we need you.
For sure, he build the minutes up. I liked what I saw though in the minutes.
That's a fair point. But I think Ramsey and Kessler. What if DeJuan Jones, unbelievable. Brandon Bye, that should be a back four every game.
Yeah,
and I don't think anyone has a problem with it. I mean, it's in the results so far too. Give you the last word, fam. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to this game. We're gonna meet some pals there. Hopefully, Rory gonna be there. Rory and Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. This kid's dominating, and this guy's got a wealth of knowledge about soccer. So this guy's tapped in. So
he knows. He knows.
Too. And then we'hopefully Canada. We're gonna meet Canada there as well. He's gonna be there with the kids. The whole thing. So I think they're part of some soccer clubs or whatever. But nonetheless. We'll be out there. Riv Pod will be out there. So if you see us out there, holler at us. We'll try to get this episode, try to turn it around before then. But fam, give you the last word.
Yeah, I was down in Austin, Texas, fam. Obviously, I'll talk about it a little bit later on. But, Austin FC, the only professional team in Austin, Texas. And let me tell you right now, the people that I was down there for my brother-in-law's wedding, they're tapped in for sure, fam. They're in the restaurant industry. Dudes come in, pop in. But I was trying to see if I could catch a game, but they had their bye week. But 100%, I plan to go back at some point and catch an Austin FC game. So I wanted to kind of shout out that MLS tip, fam. Yeah.
Awesome.
Told him, our boy Fagundes, treat him right.
Yeah, for sure. And they're still not getting Spano's money either, or my money too. So shout out to Apple and all that.
Hold strong, fellas. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 out of 3. So
we're gonna try. So let's get into it, fam. Let's jump into some Euro football. We'll jump across. Get into Man United. I saw Frankfurt was playing in their League Cup game. They made some advances there. So Yeah, PSG. I seen some, Messi get a contract thrown at him, 400 mil for the rival for Ronaldo's club, so
stiff arm right now.
What's going on here? Man United still, sitting with the same amount of points that they had last year at this time. Is that right?
I mean, I hate that stat because it's just 2 different seasons. I mean, it's 2 different seasons. It's sure. I mean, if that's the case, then at the end of the day, we're in a Champions League spot. So it's like I can't even comment at that.
That's
so
true.
if that's I hear it, I get it, I hear it, I see it all, but it's like the league is different. It's hard to quantify like what would be one or more than the other. It's like I need a little bit more data on that one, boy.
All right, what else we got? What's cooking in the Prem, fam? I see a nice little matchup against Everton this weekend. Is that true?
Yeah, tomorrow morning, Saturday. So I mean, Sean Dyche, Everton. Seeing him the way he got, they got a point against Tottenham. I saw that down in Texas. That game got dirty. I saw Harry Kane do some theatrics, but either way, they got United got Everton, and they also get Christian Eriksen back, so that's going to be interesting. I think overall it's going to be a boost to the midfield. I hope he just goes straight into the lineup because we need something like that. Fred, McTominay, they've been starting Casemiro. I don't even know if he's back yet, from a 4-game suspension domestically. So can't quite tell if he's back for this one versus Everton. But I'll rewind real quick. Just win against Brentford.
Solid.
That was huge.
Solid against the Bees. And
I say huge, just being a W. It's a shutout. Could we have been scored on? We I would say we could have. De Gea is just looking real shaky at times with his feet, and I hate to really. I hate to be like.
I love when goalies start getting a little wild, with their touches, doing a little funny business. It's like, bro, 1-2, be gone. When in doubt,
I
kick
get
it out. Keep it moving.
Yeah, I know what it's like to be yelled at, and I know how much players do not appreciate if you're not good with your feet. And yeah, so anyways, obviously he comes through with saves, but I'm curious to see where the future goes with that. Not to get down a wormhole, but
solid 3 points. Solid 3 points for sure.
That's it.
Solid 3 points against.
Big one.
That's all. That's all I'm asking for against the Revs tomorrow against Montreal.
Just the W.
Might get ugly. That's all right. We'll get ugly.
It could. What you said? No rain, just cold.
Just cold is what I'm seeing. Just cold. Which we could, it's New England, baby. So we did.
Facts. But for United, I think they got Sevilla coming up on Thursday as well for Europa, which is funny because this is United's 4th time having to go against Spanish opposition. Barcelona, Sociedad. So now they got Sevilla, so that's going to be interesting on Thursday. So I guess more to follow on that. Yeah, return of Eriksen, that's going to be big. Marcus Rashford was definitely slow, but we'll see where that goes as well. Can only play. But these guys have been playing so many games.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on. For sure.
Chelsea really in the dumps. Yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of not necessarily tuned out, but it's also been.
We're working our way back in. It was like the League of Nations thing going on. There's been some cup games going on. There's been, it's kind of been a little, took a breather from, at least from the domestic leagues. You know what I'm saying? So. That's all right. We're looking forward to that Man U game against Everton tomorrow, 7:30, Saturday at 7:30.
Yeah, first one.
And then, just the return of a couple of guys, slowly work their way back to full health with Eriksen coming back. He's like a machine. They can get back in the middle, then slowly Casemiro comes back.
He's been
thank you.
Been out since January.
So that'll be good. I don't have too much on the Prem. Just saw Chelsea flipping over Frank Lampard, the caretaker. That's about it.
Yeah.
Not too much going on in the Prem.
Just a bunch of those managers that have been obviously sacked, which is crazy. I think it's 12
we saw Conte
year.
leave. You just mentioned Conte leave the Spurs and all that stuff. We talk about it so many times. We've talked about it so many times. The Prem is
it's just gross. That's really
the Prem is crazy. Just how fast
Crystal Palace got to win. They fired their guy, so it just goes to show you,
they don't even give him a chance.
One game,
right?
Yeah.
Literally, Graham Potter was 20 million to get him from Brentford, I think. Brighton, excuse me. And, 40 million to can him. So it's
but you just got to
60 million pounds. This guy laughing.
It's said time and time again. It's You go to Chelsea, you better know what the hell you're signing up for, bro.
It's true.
It's just cutthroat. It's probably one of the most
Chelsea's
definitely not the safest.
Chelsea's a cesspool. Chelsea's gross. They're down and dirty. They're
wild.
Chelsea's gross.
And the audacity of these guys to just be like, Frank, we need you back. He was like, oh yeah,
I'll do it.
Sign me
They're
up.
lucky they have somebody like that. To be honest,
they are lucky.
They're lucky.
They are lucky.
They are lucky because
They
he's
are
a
lucky.
dog.
They got a guy like Frank.
He's a dog. So yeah, they're lucky about that. What else?
Wow.
You want to keep jumping across?
Yeah, let's keep
What's
going.
cooking in the Bundesliga? You have any intel there? I'm just bringing up the table right now.
I just know Bayern smacked up Dortmund.
Yeah, they did.
We actually saw that game on the plane.
Up 4-0.
Which was kind of dope. Yeah, I had Lucas shouting at me at the plane like, hey, like Bayern's up 4-0. I'm like, oh my gosh, my kid's amazing.
Yeah,
thanks for that update.
Up 4-0. Took over first place in the table on 55 points. Dortmund in second.
Thomas Tuchel.
I saw it too. Like Thomas Müller, still doing it too for Bayern. Like unbelievable, dude. Dortmund in second. Union Berlin, SC Freiburg, Leipzig, and our guys Frankfurt sitting in sixth right now on 41 points. I don't have too much. Like I said, kind of just working our way back into it, fam. I don't know if you have any intel either on this league besides that Dortmund, Bayern intel, or
Bayern got knocked out. Bayern got knocked out of the cup. I know that.
Yeah, I know.
Bayern, so the Dortmund.
Frankfurt advanced. I know that.
Oh, my bad. If I said Frankfurt, I meant to say Bayern.
No, you said Bayern and Dortmund. See you later. That's awesome. See you later. They got the bounce.
Oh, yeah, for Frankfurt.
And then
100%.
Frankfurt advanced. Yep. I saw you call him on. He scored too early.
Bro, he also was cooking on the international break with Mbappe, bro. What?
Frankfurt.
Unbelievable.
They're playing Bayern 04 Leverkusen. Who's their skipper?
Leverkusen? I was Xabi Alonso.
That's what I thought it was. Yep, that's what
he may still be the coach, to be honest with you. I'm not.
And they are right behind Frankfurt, sitting in seventh on 40 points. So this is a nice.
I don't think he's been sacked. Like, but you got to think, like, oh, okay, did they sack the coach? Like,
no, I think that is them.
It's like a legit question.
Yep.
Like,
so, more to follow on that. Should be a good game.
Yeah.
A little 6 versus 7 joint. 41 points, 40 points. We'll give you the scoop on that, but we're just we're as we get back, we're just bouncing off of this week off, and we'll getting back into our stride. The league still got every domestic league has at least 10 weeks left. We're talking 2-3 months out.
Yeah, I think with Arsenal and the Prem, man, it's just hard when you just got Man City just creeping on your back. But Arsenal just continues to do it, man.
You got you have the table up?
I did have the table. Actually, I'll pull it up right now. Yeah, so Arsenal's up. I mean, yeah, even at that, I mean, they've got one more game played than City, and they're 8 points above.
They're cooking.
I don't know, man. They got Liverpool. I know Arsenal got a tough schedule, so that's one. I think they got to play City. They definitely have to play City. They got to play Arsenal. I mean, they got to play Liverpool this weekend. Yeah, it'll be a good run, but I think, for even the bottom half, fam, not to get into the relegation stuff, but how much money obviously is, put into that for the Prem. But again, 10 weeks, we'll be updating people on that. So
yeah, plenty of time. I got the League One, just scores today. Lens played against Strasbourg, and Lens took a 2-1 W.
No, they needed that because they're creeping up.
And they are actually in second right now.
Yeah, they're creeping up.
But they have a game. They've got 30 games played, and everyone else has 29. The French league keeps up really well. PSG on 66 points, Lens on 63, Marseille 60. So kind of doing 3-point jumps here. Down to Monaco 57, Lille, Rennes. That rounds up the top 6, fam. But
you got to watch out, man. Two game losing streak right now. The vibe is very poor.
Very poor.
Not good.
The mojo's
it's not good.
The mojo's been down. They lost to Lyon.
You got the French, got Thierry Henry. You got another French legend there talking about PSG is just not a soccer club. Yeah, they're not a club. Like,
they lost to Rennes. They lost to Lyon.
Not good.
They threw Mbappe on the big marketing, digital marketing everywhere, and he wasn't happy with it. Splashed his face all over the campaign for PSG. And he said, "Yeah, it's not Kylian Saint-Germain, it's Paris Saint-Germain."
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, for sure. It's like, yo, why wouldn't you go over that with your man? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you converse that? Why wouldn't you get his input? If it means that much and all that. So I don't know. Just
while the fans are booing Messi.
Lots
situation
of
out there.
Yeah, exactly. But yo, how stupid can you be, fans? Just the guy is doing the best he can. League is trash. I mean, it's actually not trash. It's to me, it's better than a bunch of other leagues. But yeah, maybe it's just PSG is trash.
Yeah, they need to just
maybe
chill out.
Maybe PSG is just trash.
They need to, I mean, they haven't won the Champions League, and that's just the
biggest
biggest
thing.
Close.
They haven't even been close.
Well,
and look at
Bayern stuffed them 1-0 in the final. That's as close as they've ever been. But
look at the leaguers right now. It's there's all kinds of turmoil. Neymar's hurt, and these guys are creeping up on him. So
yeah, Messi does not want that contract. He's like, get that thing out of here.
You see how much they offered him?
At least for now. I did not. I
think
saw
it's
that.
The same thing that he made this year, which was £10 million, or 10 million euros or whatever. I'm like, Ronaldo just made 345 million.
That team just offered Messi
400 million.
400 and yeah. What is going on there?
Why is PSG giving him $10? Giving him a
Yo, literally.
PSG offered him a 20 spot. Yo, come play for us.
Yeah, 2 5s.
You know?
2 5s.
Yeah, we're going to need change back.
Down.
Yeah, we're going to need change back on that, though. PSG. Be better, man.
Image rights.
Damn. Yeah, I got my PSG hat, too. I'm going to put that on the back. Burn it. We'll give you the scoop.
That's right.
We'll give you the scoop on that. Damn. We'll give you the scoop on PSG coming up. But, we rock. We follow the Bundesliga. We got the League One.
No, that's where the drama's at.
Big game this week. Big game this week, fam. Who we got? They're playing Nice.
Ooh.
All right. Nice is sitting in 8th place right now. So, work to be done. Work to be done. They're nice,
bro.
So, good luck, PSG. Good luck, Frankfurt. Couple big games. Good luck, Man United. The boys are back.
Yeah.
The leagues are back. The Prem is back. We've been asking for it.
It's back.
So, here we go.
Back. Old Trafford, so that'll be a good one.
Let's do it, fam. Let's jump into WrestleMania, fam. No blatant. Haven't done this in a while. I got to heal up for a little bit.
Oh, man, that was Finn Balor, fam.
Wow. What happened, fam? Let's go. There's so much. I got a couple bullet points we can go through as far as WrestleMania.
Yeah, 100.
We can talk about Mello. Yeah. We might get into a little bit hot and heavy right now in the wrestling streets. Give me your overall assessment. I always take you, go off of your lead, man. So these are your streets,
For me, I'll just give you kind of the play-by-play because, I was on a plane when the NXT weekend started up, as we talked about, that's where, our boy Carmelo Hayes be wrestling at. So right when I got off the plane in Austin, fam, the match literally started. So I didn't quite get a catch the whole thing, but I definitely caught the tail end of it. And yeah, from what I saw, at least initially, it was I'm out here going left, right, trying to, like a degenerate, fam, legit on my phone going through Austin Airport, fam. But yeah, man, I'll fast forward right to it. We've been calling it all along, that this man has really been calling a shot. And yeah, man, Mello walked out with the championship belt, got some help from his boy Trick. But, that's the good part of playing the heel, fam. You just, you get the crowd going. And yeah, man. So shout out to him. It was a pretty solid match. I mean, I would say, some people are saying they wish they had more of a build up to the match. It was just kind of thrown together. But if you kind of just knew the trajectory of both their kind of where they were going, it was going to only lead to that. So I don't know if people wanted more, I guess maybe you could have gotten more, but overall, I thought the match was pretty hype and Mello went out and took it, stole it. Braun, didn't quite give him the belt, but then gave it to him, kind of teased I'm not going to give you the belt, I'm not going to give you the respect, but he did. Yeah, I don't know if you caught it at all, fam, but it was a good match. It was a good match. I'll just put it that way, No,
I didn't. I didn't see it at all. I was trying to catch some highlights. I saw that Trick came through, and gave him a little hand. People weren't calling it a clean W, blah, 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 but Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to catch it, and just trying to play a little catch up on it.
No. So that was that, yo. So shout out to Mello. I know the homie Ant was in the house. Obviously, he was,
Shout out Ant. Check him out past episodes. You already know.
You already know.
Guest of the show.
Oh, you already know. Episode I want to say 30, 33, 34, but check it out. He's been on twice. But yeah, no. So that's the Mellow mix. And that kind of kicked off WrestleMania weekend, and then fam, just the whole Mania weekend in general was, people saying night one was better than night two. Night one legit had a bunch of championship changes, and night two had no changes. I just kind of get, not spoil it.
No spoilers.
People by now don't know, but by now people probably already know. If they don't know, but yeah, night one. I'm trying to think. Was that Finn Balor and Edge? But you mentioned the bleeding, fam, and that I can't remember what night it was, but Edge legit threw a ladder at Finn Balor and pretty much cracked the skull open, fam.
Oh,
cracked it open, split him right down the middle, and they pretty much stopped the match. And Finn was cut right down the middle, and they pretty much had to inject him with a thing, and then they had to staple him. Like, I don't know how many staples, but right in the middle of the match, and it pretty much stopped. I mean, pretty much the bleeding was so bad that had he not, it would have been probably really bad.
I'm just trying to look up. I'm just trying to look up the lineup, fam. I'm trying to find that match. And I
can't remember if it was night one or night. It may have been
that was night two.
Honestly.
That was night two. Yep, that was night two.
Yo, Edge's entrance was. I would usually say I'm not a huge Edge fan, but
I'm gonna give
his brood entrance with that skull mask was.
I'm going to let's do this a quick rundown, fam. All right, I'm gonna give you every match and just kind of give you a quick rundown. All right,
even better.
Theory Cena. That was for the United States Championship. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. I'm glad Theory won too. Honestly, Cena's time is done, and
watch. Only note I had a couple notes, but one of them was real quick. Like, he came down with the Make-A-Wish kids, and he did that. So he was already, I was rocking with him with that. He said from West Newbury, which is literally I can see West Newbury from. So shout out to Cena.
100%.
But yeah, glad I'm with you. Yeah, the time has come.
The new school.
Charlotte Flair against Rhea Ripley.
I think probably the best match of.
And this is all I'm giving you night one, but awesome. That you think that might have been okay? I think
that stole the show. I think it really stole the show.
I heard fabulous things about that. Rey Mysterio against Dom Mysterio.
Oh man, Rey Mysterio, man, legend, Hall of Famer, deadbeat dad, man. And honestly, it was a pretty solid match. Rey got the win over his son, and people are probably not too happy that Rey got the win. They wanted to see maybe Dom go over.
That's a riot.
I don't think Dom gets enough credit, fam, but his fake bad character is it's pretty good.
It takes talent. Let's go Seth Rollins against Logan Paul.
Yeah, it was actually a decent match. Funny. KSI YouTuber was actually the
I saw there's the Prime
energy drink dude. Yeah, Logan. Yeah, Seth got his win at Mania. Had been a while. Yeah, wasn't a bad match. Logan actually is not a bad wrestler.
I got the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Usos against Sami Zayn and KO.
Yeah, that ended night one. I watched that with Lucas, and I can tell you right now that was definitely. It was a good match. I always sometimes want a little bit more, but either way, kind of close the story at least for now. Usos ended up dropping the belts, and Sami Zayn and KO won, and Lucas wasn't happy about that one. I can tell you that right
Whenever
now.
belts move, it's it means something, right? Or it should anyway.
For sure. So yeah, Sami and KO right now. They got the juice. They got both the belts. So we'll see.
And then a couple bigger matches. I got Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish Stratus against Damage Control. You see that?
All right, fast forward to that.
And then Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders.
Match was actually kind of fire.
I watched some of this match. I thought it was pretty good. I was like, what the hell is going on at some points? But there was some great spots.
I enjoyed it. I actually liked all those teams that they all kind of mixed really well together. It was fun.
It was a good little dance. That was a good little dance.
Yep. Yeah,
I agree with
it was
that.
better than the one before with Becky. I thought that match was
okay.
not the greatest.
So that was night 1. Night 2, we'll go through it. Let's go Brock Lesnar against Omos.
Bro, I literally went to go get a drink, came back, and Brock won. So 5-minute matches for Brock. That's how it comes down to. I saw Omos do a few things to him, but literally I went to go get a drink, came back. Omos had lost, and that was that.
Raw Women's
but it opened up.
Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair against Asuka.
Yeah, Asuka. Man, yeah. Bianca is now 1-year champion. I didn't get to watch the full match, so I can't really give it a full thing. But I do like Bianca being a champion still, even though people thought that Asuka should have got her. Asuka's never won a WrestleMania match, so people thought that this was her time.
Not yet.
Never. She's like 0-5 in WrestleMania. So
Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. A 4-way fatal match, did you watch any of that?
Honestly, no, I did not. I can't. Yeah.
Hell in a Cell, Edge versus Finn Balor. You touched on that one already.
Yeah, match was pretty sick. I would say just the theatrics as a whole, the entrances were fire. I absolutely love Edge's entrance. It was violent. It was destructive. It was what the hell, what you kind of see in a Hell in a Cell, minus going to the top and being thrown. But yeah, Edge got the win over Finn. And I would say the realness of that, being hit with that ladder.
Yeah, he got 14 staples, just like you said.
Bro.
And he already had a torn calf muscle or something that he came into the match with.
Honestly, it just true guts on that one.
Edge. I was going to give
respect to Edge. Respect to Edge.
I like that. There you go. In last 2 matches, last 2 big boys. Intercontinental Championship, Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus.
That may have been the second, if not one of the best matches of WrestleMania, fam. And just Gunther, we've been saying all along, love him, hate him, dislike him, if you like his gig or not. The man commands respect. His slaps command respect. His presence commands respect. And Drew McIntyre and Sheamus found out real quick, fam, who Gunther was. Gunther walked out the champion, powerbombed Sheamus onto Drew, or Drew onto Sheamus, and just ended him.
Love it.
Powerbombs to end it. Gunther, your champion. Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Last one.
Fan of Gunther.
Last one is, I saw you got that Imperial shirt. Yo, be on the lookout for that.
Can't wait.
Last one, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes. How was that match? Give us a final scoop, too.
I've already watched it 2 or 3 times through, and every time it gets better. And yeah, I mean, Roman is a champion. He's going on 1,000 days, and that's just what it was, fam. Cody had his chance. He might have another one again, but I guess I wasn't surprised to see it happen. I just couldn't see Roman's reign coming literally to an end at all. I think Cody's going to be in it for a bit. The match was good. Interference. You can't expect anything less than that. Get that heat, that real heat. Yeah, man, Roman.
Well, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
Bloodline.
You already know.
Bloodline fans.
You already know.
100%.
I just, first and foremost, couple it seemed like I watched got little hit and run, little, touch and go for me. I watched a couple matches here and there, but overall seemed like a positive event for sure. Overall seemed like night 1 was better. My man Sal was texting me yo, watching this is some crazy match. He said the Uso KO match, Sammy was unbelievable. So yeah, there's definitely some highlights. Of course, they all can't be hits, right? They all can't be home runs.
Yep.
So
just the whole event though.
Yeah, love to see it. Seemed like it was, like I said, WWE got sold. Some other news on that front. I don't even want to talk about AEW, fam. That can be on the shelf this week. We'll give the people that scoop next time. But
this new Yeah, sports, $21 billion deal?
21 like billion combined with UFC now. So
UFC heads are mad too. Like, how dare we be? How dare we be compared?
like with sports entertainment, right? With WWE.
Yeah, well, respect it.
Unbelievable. So Gunther might chop somebody over Dana White.
Literally, please, right upside his head.
What else? We got anything else for wrestling fam? We're gonna take a break, give the people catch a little breath here, catch a bevy, recharge, and then come back in the second half.
No, I think that's really it, fam. Mania was positive, man. It was fun. It was cool to be.
Yeah, it was just
out, not in my natural, like, I was out and about. I managed, fam. I had the whole wedding party watching it night one.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like, more people than I thought were interested in it. And it's almost
for sure, 100%.
Like,
people are tuning in.
It's making a comeback, a revival, all that.
It is, fam. It is. People our age are now having kids.
Yeah, it's a little wave,
like,
right? Right,
it is. When your kid starts to watch it, you'll be like, "Damn, it's
a little weird."
Or even whatever.
We're here.
Any dog might want to watch it.
You already know your boys at the Rip Pod behind it. Victoria's behind it, Javier behind it. We got the guests on. Like we already said, we're amped up. So you already know. Episode 81, Rip Pod in the house.
We're here.
April 7th. It's like 10:15, little 10:15. Try to get this episode out. Like we said, we're going to the Revs tomorrow. Hey, we're gonna take 5. Come back second half. You already know the deal. Masses, basketball, OT. We'll catch you. Yo, yo, yo. Here we are. Episode 81, Victorious up in New Hampshire. Your boy Javier down here in Mass. Getting ready to rock and roll in the second half of this episode. It's April 7th. Like we already said, it's Easter weekend. So shout out to all the Easter heads, all the bunny heads. What we're saying, all the rabbit heads. What are we saying? Shout out.
Give them that content, fam. Give them the content.
Shout out to everyone celebrating. So we're here giving you all the love, giving you all the sports intel. Pumped to go to the Revs game tomorrow. So I threw a ton of soccer in the first half. Just smashed some wrestling too. Just put Victorious through a table. To the Spanish announcers table here.
Probably like 3 or 4 of them.
But just give you the awesome scoop on that. So, gonna jump into the second half, man. Lots to talk about still. The Masters is going on as we speak. It started yesterday on Thursday. Today's second day, and it actually was a rain delay. There was like a tree that fell. Falling. Yeah, a tree that fell, like a scary.
Not small ones either.
On the course, spectators scattering. So that kind of got a little wild there at Augusta down there in Georgia.
They were like, they threw in the X. They were like,
yeah, that's it. No mas.
He broke his arm.
Yeah, for sure. They fell there. So there we go on the spot. But yeah, the Masters going on right now in Augusta, and it's on a cracking. Brooks Koepka, 12 under, is the leader. He actually finished the second round. My man John Rahm is going to get him. He's 9 under. He's like through 10, through the second round.
Oh, he's chasing.
They paused right now, but we'll get into it even more. Give you some more fun intel on the Masters. But before that, we had the Valero Texas Open, which Corey Connors won, repeat champion. That was the only other tournament that he's won in his PGA career. I think it was in 2019. He was a Monday qualifier and then won the tournament.
Canada, right? Canadian?
He's Canadian, yes. But yeah, that was down in San Antonio, down where you were at, Phil. You got the hat on, so that was down there. And then the week before that was the Dell, WGC Dell Technologies, like the bracket. And that was won by Sam Burns. So shout out to Sam Burns. He played Cameron Young, I think, in the final, and he took it to Cameron Young. So that was, again, keeping up with the brackets. UConn took it for the men's national title for men's national college basketball title. NCAA, UConn won it, the Huskies. So they did the brackets out on the golf world too. So Sam Burns, shout out to him. So that's a little recap for the golf fam, for all the golf. Anything else? Any other little tidbits that you were down there, live and in person, fam? You catch that wave at all?
Nah, I didn't catch the Valero, but now when you started running through the brackets, it made me think of what the other matchup could have been in the finals between Chef and Rory, but the paths didn't quite match up. I know for me, I was kind of wanted to see, but didn't they match up in the consolation? Or how did
they might have? I forget how it even worked.
Yeah,
out.
I don't. Once it wasn't.
Once they left, I was just like, see you later. But yeah, Chef was down there. Right. Like he had a good chance to win it, and then lost quick. got things that ugly for
Definitely lost quick. Yeah, I caught the tail end of that. But yeah, that was kind of just something that I figured I'd mention for that tournament.
Yeah, so like we said, Texas Valero, Corey Connors, he was the winner there. And then just moving on to this week, Masters, fam, just like big old event. Grand, it's like the Super Bowl of the PGA. It's actually not even a PGA event. It's like the Masters. It's like its own separate entity. It's like its own thing. They handle like all their own stuff. They have all like they do all their own TVs, like all their rights, and like they give
remember
it to
you saying that
ESPN and like all that. So they handle like everything inside and out, upside down. Is like the Masters their own corporation. So it's just on right now. It's a fun event every year. Everyone looks forward to it. It's like I think one of the big things of I guess one of the selling points, I guess, or highlights of it is like the exclusivity of it, right? It's like there's only so many people who can like make it to the they only allow so many people there. They do like a lottery to get tickets, so it's like I don't even think you can buy them. You can buy them like on second, third market, whatever, but like gets pretty pricey. So I'm just I know my man Kev is in there. Your boy Kev is in there. In the lottery every year. He told us to get in there. So we're in the lottery to get in the Masters. So if I ever, because your boy gets the chance to get to the Masters, you better watch out. So
that's wild talk.
Yeah. So just, looking forward to see how this shakes out. There's some weather going on with some rain. They've had a lot of rain down there in Georgia coming up into the tournament. And now they actually going to have some, they've had obviously a lot of wind. We talked about that tree. So they've had a lot of like different, I guess like not really normal for this time of year, but yeah, they have like on the greens, fam. They have a technology. It's called like I don't know, air subs. Who knows what? But they can actually drain the water, and if they need to, like put water back in, like make it more moist. So they have that technology underneath the greens, and actually I saw they have it underneath all the walkways too. Someone actually slipped and fell one time, and since then they installed it underneath all the walkways. So. Yeah, it's like it's like a driveway, like a driveway, like
like make that a less
the heater, the driveway heater, So just it's a lot of they get like all the one cool thing that I noticed is like all the food is cheap, all the concessions.
Bro, I was seeing that.
Like $1.50 sandwiches, $3 sandwiches,
salad,
$2.
I saw this man Tom Kim go to town.
$2 breakfast sandwich, water $2. So
there's nothing more than $3. I don't think there's an item.
I think beer, like a beer was $5.
Okay, that's
like
fair.
A wine was $6. The most expensive things, but it's like, come on, more than reasonable.
Yeah, there for the food.
So yeah, that's definitely what I'd be there for. So shout out to anybody going to the Masters. Everybody watching. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people watching, and we had a lot of people in our DraftKings tournament. So shout out to all the love we've been getting, fam. Pumped about it.
Yeah, numbers were good this week.
Awesome.
I like it.
Do you have any? How's your lineup doing, fam? Do you have any predictions for the win? You like the live guys getting in the mix, fam? Any thoughts on that?
Just crazy.
What are you?
I'm thinking of Brooks Koepka.
Couple last minutes.
I'm just thinking about Koepka and just his attitude overall, and talking about just wanting to be better in full swing, fam. And I don't know. I'm sure he probably watched Full Swing probably multiple times, probably reminding himself like, "Yo, you need to do something."
Well, he's
definitely doing something. He just won last week. 12 under.
He just won last week on the Live Tour.
Right?
Yeah, he won on the Live Tour.
So he's coming in
tournament in Orlando, and
saw that
he's coming in with some good form. But I think
Rahm 100% is just chasing him though. He's got 9 holes left. He's 9 under. He's only 2 strokes back. So yeah, it's hard to not count Rahm. Like Rahm has to be the guy to kind of go with. Like obviously tomorrow's going to be a big determination, but
see you later, Rory.
Let's go. Yeah, Rory, man.
See you later. I think he's like +5. Corey Connors, we just talked about, who was like a big, high popular DraftKings play. See you later. He's gone. More to follow, man. More to follow. We're going with John Rahm.
The amateur kid too was cool to see.
Oh yeah, saw an amateur. Yep. Bennett. I think
I saw him. Something like that. The young boy out of Texas Tech.
Nice. Yeah. So look, lots of good storylines at the Masters. Just even to me, like the live guys being back in the mix is awesome. That's a storyline within itself. So we'll give you the scoop. We'll give you the winner. More to follow on the next episode of the Rib Pod, but gonna keep it moving. Gonna keep it light. Jump into the NBA streets. Like we said, congrats. We'll jump real quick. Congrats to UConn again. Awesome. Jump in. Oh, and congrats to on the women's side, LSU won.
LSU, yep.
Hey, got some. By the way, got some. I don't know if we can gloss over that real quick, but
I don't even
Clark, I think this girl from Iowa, whatever.
She's
that whole
nice,
thing.
though.
Reese,
she's
from LSU, Angel Reese. I think too much.
People really
too much.
Yeah, it really is
dramatic.
Too much.
Come on.
Like, what are we talking about? You guys would never be talking about this prior to this. Like, no offense, just
so. Congrats to the winners. On to the NBA. Just saw, I think Jalen hurt his hand or something. Jason Tatum going for the Celtics scoring record. Yeah, just, we're trying to wind down the season. Locked in the number 2 seed.
Number two
number 2 in the NBA. So the only team that we don't have home court advantage to is the Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, they're in front of us here in the Eastern Conference, but yeah,
whoever get in the West, if we make it there,
it's on, fam. I think just start to round up into shape here as we get into the the final of the regular season. I saw Derek White. He's up there for, I think, defensive. He'll hopefully a defensive player of the year type, fam. He's got some serious, or maybe an all defensive team, all NBA defensive
steals
team.
Probably, and
serious. He's got some seriously good numbers.
Yeah.
Most blocks by a guard in the NBA, I think, since Dwayne Wade.
Damn.
So yeah, or Danny Green, and he's got them both beat.
Tricked me up with that. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, he's got some serious.
I didn't realize it was like that.
Yeah, he's got some serious numbers. Shout out to
Tommy points.
All the guys getting into that. It's award season, right, in the NBA. Shout out to real quick. Shout out to the Bruins, fam. I don't even
60 wins. 60. Did
60
they break the
wins?
record? Are they
61 wins?
Just every time I look at the records,
what are we talking
versus whoever
about?
it is that they play,
what are we?
You see Bruins 60 wins, 5-9 or whatever, and you see the other team, they're 38, 34.
What are we talking about?
And that team's actually in a pretty good spot. It's the Bruins are
12-5. 61,
so the Bruins have to be 300 to win the Stanley Cup, right?
Unbelievable.
They're gonna smash everyone.
61. Wow.
Goaltending has been unbelievable.
Pasternak has been unbelievable. I mean, what more can you say?
Yep. Yep. We're all Bruins fan, right?
For sure. What else can we, fam? Let's jump into. I don't know what else you want to jump into. That's real. NBA real light.
Right. We hit on golf. We hit on NBA. Touched on both the college championship games. For basketball. Red Sox suck. Actually, just their pitching's really terrible. I'm trying to think. Bruins, unbelievable. That's it, fam. I think we're going to have to leave the sports world. Head into OT. Do our own section now.
Wow. That was quick. And you know what? I like it. You know what I'm trying to do real quick is trying to get some masters.
What else we got?
Some masters stats.
Yeah, let's
do this. Ready? I'll give you some real quick ones I got from Twitter. You ready, fam?
Yes.
Before we get into the OT, the Masters doesn't start selling beer until 11 o'clock on Sunday. Previous rule was 12:30 after church, but the law was pushed forward in 2020. Fans aren't allowed to bring chairs with armrests. Augusta National might be expanding soon. They've acquired since 2000, so 20 some odd years. Spent $200 million to gain to over 270 acres, around the course. So it looks like they might be expanding. There's no running allowed at Augusta National, so no running, not anybody. Over 700 volunteers to work at the tournament each year. Thousands apply. The Masters will do about $70 million in merchandise sales just this week. $10 million a day. Let's see. I was telling you about the sub-air systems underneath every green. Keeps the greens consistent, sucking up the water when it's raining and adding moisture when it's hot. And they put them under the walkways after a patron slipped and fell a few years back.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. That's just a couple good ones real quick. U.S. presidents routinely play at Augusta. That's just from Sky.
Oh, fam.
Sky on Twitter. Joe Palm.
Who's the nice? Shout out, Joe.
I'm gonna give him this credit. Go ahead. What do you got?
Who's the old head fam? Who's out there?
Oh, Jack Nicklaus?
No. That's really old. But the dude who's currently still playing on the circuit is damn. What the hell is this guy's name?
What was it,
bro? I'm gonna find it. He made the cut
Jose
too.
Maria Olazabal?
Nah. It's like
Was it Sandy Lyle?
Nah. Fred Couples.
Oh, Freddie?
Bro, this man he made the cut, fam.
Oh, did he?
Yo, this guy's 91.
No, he's like 60.
Oh, 63. My bad. But either way, fam, this man made the cut.
Good for him.
Yeah, 63.
Love it,
bro. What? Turned pro in 1980.
Love it. Good.
Let's go.
Get out there. Go get it. You know.
Let's go,
Freddie. I love how those guys get it. Always, you know, you win. That's it. You got to forever. You're invited. The Masters.
Right.
You saw
Kendra
the Masters
was asking
dinner?
how that works. She's like, "How the live guys get invited back?" I'm like,
"They won."
Well, how does that work?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to necessarily win the Masters, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Brooks Koepka's won the Masters? Nah.
Oh no. Oh, excuse me. My bad.
Sorry, not to like put you on the spot.
That's correct. You're right. Like he's won the I think he's won the Players
definitely won
the US Open back to back.
Yeah, I think he's a US Open guy or PGA but he's definitely won those tournaments.
He won those like back to back, right? So then after that you get an exemption for like 10 years from like the other majors.
Okay.
But yeah, no, my bad. But yeah, they do have like a winner's dinner. Which like the winner each year has the menu for the next year. So Scotty Scheffler had I think he had like sliders was his thing. Nice. So yeah, they just put together a menu every year. I think Hideki, when he won, he had maybe some sushi. But yeah, I don't, it's all good stuff. It's got to be like top of the line stuff. So yeah, just some quick tidbits on the Masters. Looking forward to the winner this year. Love my man Rom to get on there. Maybe throw a little Paella on there. What would he throw on there, Victorious?
He'd probably have some I can see him probably eating, have some fish meal, fam, some pescado, or something like that. Yep.
Awesome. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, we'll give everyone the scoop. Let's jump into the OT, fam. We did a little, we gave them waited long enough. Let's give the people what they want. Jump into some OT. I mean, give us a little rundown of Texas. What happened? I mean, how's the grub situation? How's the travel? I mean, let's get into it.
Yeah. Food is great, fam. I think I told you, we knew we were getting into going down there, Tex-Mex, all that good barbecue stuff. But food was good, no complaints. The wedding, we went down there for the wedding. It was her brother. Her brother was getting married. That's my wife's brother, my brother-in-law. Yeah, Lucas was the best man. He was in the wedding, did a great job. Did a great job flying too. But fam, traveling, man, it's for anyone, I guess I'm probably no different, who really loves flying, I guess, but I guess if, maybe people really do love flying, but it's not really something I love. And I didn't think I had a feeling I was going to run into some delays, but I wasn't quite sure, to be honest with you, but it really did happen. We got hit with a 2-hour delay. And it's crazy. It's like, you think these planes are prepared for these flights, and it's funny. It's April Fool's or April 1st, and she, the lady made like a joke, like, "Oh, everything's good," or like something like, "Oh, it's not an April Fool's joke." Then plane doesn't get off. It was a little rainy, and then then they get on the phone. They're like, "Oh," they're kind of looking at each other, like, "What the hell is going on here?" And this is the flight from Boston to Austin. We haven't even left yet. This is Lucas's first flight. Basically, they're going back and forth, and what it comes down to is they need 10 people to get off the plane, fam. 10 people to get off the plane. Apparently, it's too heavy. I mean, that's basically what it is, fam. It's too heavy. So you tell me 10 people have to get out, and, so, all right, pay. So now we're going to start paying people. First round, $1,000, fam. $1,000 in travel vouchers for anyone who was willing to get off the plane. So that was round one. Probably 5, 6 people, went off. And then still wasn't enough, right? Wasn't enough. So second round comes, and then 2 other people came back from the first round. So they still needed more people. Second round comes $2,000 per person for a travel voucher. I think 3 or 4 people went. And apparently that was enough. So that's like, it leaves you guessing, like, oh, is there enough people on? Like, where's the math? You asked for 10, only 8. So I've already lost count thinking to myself, like, where's the safety in all this? And where's the preparation?
Yeah, like what's really happening here?
What the hell is going on? Still not, so that, you think we're about to go. And they tell you too, like, oh, we're taking off. Like, so, but then they don't. And then they, again, they get on again. And a third round, fam. I couldn't even. So a third round, they're like, all right, everybody knew what was coming. Plane was probably filled with a ton of parents and their kids. Third round comes in, and now they're talking about $3,500. I mean, 35. Talking about $3,000. For one travel voucher per person. And one dude ended up taking it for him and his girlfriend. He pretty much was like, hey, he's like, I'm going to cut a deal here. And like, pretty much made a deal, fam. $3,500 for him and his girl.
The way I see it.
Literally, fam. He's like, the way I see it here, like, it pretty much directed the whole entire thing, brokered the whole entire thing, and brokered a deal for him and his girl to get, $3,500 in vouchers. And I have to tell this story because, at one point I have to consider like whether I'm going to actually do this or not. Am I going to take this $3,000, $2,000 voucher, or am I going to see my kid's first flight? Like, so obviously I was, sitting there, talking to my wife, and Lucas sitting there like somewhat ready to cry. And I'm like, bro, like I'm really ready to take this travel voucher. But that was the traveling piece, fam. Texas as a whole was great. Traveling was bizarre. I had never seen anything like that in my life. But yeah, I mean, it was hot, fam. Texas was hot. I don't know if you've ever been down there, but definitely a different vibe, a good vibe, just different vibe.
I went to Texas one time, not too long after we graduated from Riv. My man Rolando got married. Went to my man Rolando's wedding down there in Houston. But it's been a grip. It's been a minute for real. It was hot. I think it was hot for sure. But glad you had a good time. Sucks about the that delay and all that, but hopefully smooth sailing on that. Could have been worse.
It was an experience.
Overall,
it was an experience.
I think you said overall the food was, we talked about before, food was like, solid 8, 8.5. Like it was like legit food, good food overall. So that's always, I'm like, I love good food. I love, give me some good food.
The barbecue was right.
Yeah, give me some good food and we can work out the rest,
100%. Feed me right and we're good. Yeah, definitely good spots down there. We went to like a food truck spot to end the night in Austin. Yeah, I wish we explored a little bit more, but obviously, more to follow around that because I plan to go back there hopefully at some point.
Nice.
But
nice.
Definitely made me think more about traveling, just even within the United States, like other parts versus like not even thinking about the world, but like, okay, like want to experience just other cities.
There's more out there.
I thought Austin. 100%. Austin was a pretty good time. And the wedding was great and good vibe.
Well, that was the last thing I was going to ask you. Like overall, the wedding. I know we talked about the travel and stuff, but the wedding. Good to see all the family. Good, all that part. Like all Kendra's side of the family, right?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, her brother Jared, her youngest brother Jared, got married, and it goes without saying. Congratulations, Jared and Sarah. Beautiful wedding.
Awesome.
Great, good people. Again, good vibe. Yeah, awesome. It was pretty much like. On a farm, so to speak, with like nice, not like when I say farm, it's not like quite like a farm. It's like a ranch type thing, but everyone had like a cabin.
Yes.
Good setup. Love it. Original again down in Austin, Texas. But shout out to the brother-in-law, Jared.
There you go. I'm gonna steal that ball from you, fam. Just talking about,
please,
and I'm gonna go in like a completely different direction. I know you were just throwing up painting a lovely picture. If you're hanging out with me, say, I keep a gully, fam. So just have to talk about, I got a 4-year-old. We've been doing some potty training, whatever. One of my favorite, we go grocery shopping every week. Sometimes he helps me out. We go to BJ's, whatever. And like, sometimes we got to use a bathroom or like, I've been in those bathrooms, fam. And like, that's one of these things I jotted down, like after like I made a trip and like to speak about on the pod, fam, get on the rip pod is like, man, like these bathroom situations is like so disgusting. It's like, what is going on? Like, do people not see this? Is this not real life? And like, I see these things on Facebook, like, I'm part of these, this Market Basket group, whatever, like coupon, whatever. I went like, yo, what is going on with the bathroom situation? I went to BJ's like recently. Like the bathroom was this. Like I said, my kid. I'm not going in it. Like I already know I'm a big boy to avoid these places, and I actually like try to tell my kid like, yo, please, like let's not. We don't want to go here. I try to give him
Literally
a
try to talk him down. Yeah,
I mean, nature calls. You know what I'm saying? Like he's practicing. Like he's still learning his part. So it's like I can't blame him. You know, and we encourage him like, yo, if your body's talking,
right?
You know, so
gotta go.
Yo, it's a murder scene in these bathrooms.
It's a war.
It's a war zone. It's a war zone. It's like, yo, every man for himself in there. It's like, yo, you better have, you need like a one of those jackets, you know, like a nuclear jacket, like one of those, like
hazmat suit.
Thank you. Like, please, like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's bad too, and you just can smell it,
bro. Like, not even, I'm not. I should have painted a better picture. Like, you go in there, I feel like there's a flood in all these bathrooms. It's like running water, like just water, like everywhere, still water, running water. It's like, what is going on? Surprised somebody's not out there fucking fishing, fam. Like, it's what?
Seriously.
What is going on? Market Basket's like, yo, I worked at Market Basket like 20 years ago when I was, a kid. Bathroom was disgusting then.
It's always next to the fish aisle.
It's always next to the fish aisle.
It's like literally, it's not the one thing I want to be smelling on the way to the bathroom or out.
Bro, what is going on? But yeah, like, yo, I like these places. These are solid spots. I go there. Of course. You know, that's where I go every week. But I'm like,
yeah,
I got to call it out. Like, disgusting Market Basket. Disgusting, BJ. Be better.
I just don't understand how any
billion-dollar corporations.
Yeah,
you know, come on. Like, pay somebody that you got to have a point, man. Like, yo, that's your spot.
100. Like, that's got to be.
Come on,
right? Like for the kids,
come on.
Like,
it's like nobody. It's nobody. Come on.
If not for me, at least for the kids. Like, come on.
Shame.
Like, if not for me, at least for the kid. Like, at least
be better.
Like, I'm scared. Like, I'm genuinely scared. Like, I look at his eyes. Like, nah. Like,
we're for a fight.
You can wait, right?
Yeah, we're for a fight if we go in this bathroom,
bro.
It's a dog fight when we go in there.
Tough.
Like, yo, be ready.
Tough.
Like, yo. Yep. I'm gonna grab the 16-ounce gloves from the trunk. Like, you be ready, bro.
I might have. I'm gonna hold you right here. Like, I'm gonna hold you and just go. And then before you know, you got pee on your hand.
I'm like, yo, stand on top of this toilet and pee down.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
I'd rather get peed on than have my kid. I'm like, yo, anyone else's human excrements.
Hey, if you like anyone else been in our shoes, he's done the same thing too. Come on, this is real life.
Yep.
This is real life, dog. It's rip
Lucas be asking me always, like, is it safe? Does it save? Is it safe? I'm like,
It's a loaded question.
Yeah, it is a loaded question for sure. Huh? Look at the toilet. Does it look safe? You know?
It's a loaded question.
If your gut tells you no, it ain't.
Don't touch it either. Yeah. Don't touch anything.
Do not touch. Don't touch anything.
Don't touch
blow dryers.
Don't touch.
Do not touch the blow dryers. You see those Dysons? That's not that's a bad thing. You get those paper towels. And that's it.
Like, yeah, that's it. And then I give it the Hogan leg kick on my way out, like this. Boom! I got the slippers on. I got the. We saw. On, but I give it the Hogan. Boom! Leg drop.
Bro, please, anything other than my skin touching, fam. We went to actually a pretty decent restaurant. And the bathroom was super clean, but we saw blood, like someone that had like bloody. Immediately, we just left. We just took a beat there and we just like, out. Yeah, blood. Yeah, I saw blood. I was like. No, we don't do blood anywhere.
I'll catch you on
that. I don't care if sure, it was a harmless little bloody nose, but I'm like, I'm the fuck out of here with this.
I got one.
Nah, I don't play with blood.
I went to you know what it was?
Blood boogers, like them things are the most. If I see like a booger swiped across the.
Yo, my man Nick's birthday went to we went to an Irish bar.
Just be putting boogers on like the side of the thing, bro.
We went to Mohegan, and then we were at we're bumping around between spots or whatever, and we went to an Irish bar. And so I went to first of all, it's like mad dark. There was a live band there, so it's mad loud. So it's like,
oh my god,
I can't hear. You can't hear any whatever. We ended up finding like $100 bill on the ground. Nobody claimed it, so we just bought it around. So okay, we'll take that. All right, the vibes are
facts. Yep.
So I went to the party, and like in the Irish bars, like. They be doing, or some other bars, but they're doing like some crazy letters. Like they don't just have like a man or a W or like the outline. They be like doing some crazy hieroglyphics or whatever.
Yeah.
What I do? Open the door. I look down the stall. There's like a girls on not underwear shoes. Fam. I'm like, all right, wrong one. I turn right because when you just said like I saw blood. That's just like, all right, saw like some shoes down there, and I was just like, all right, I don't think this is the one. So friggin' bathrooms. Like, why can't you just have it? What M and a W like we've done for 100,000 years.
Oh no, they leave you guessing now.
That's what we got to do now. Like you got a pop quiz, which bathroom you go. It's like, give me a
for sure. It's like, is this a family? Is this kind of?
All right, fam. Yeah, that's it. Rip Pod episode 81. Looking forward to the Revs game tomorrow. We're gonna be in the house against the Montreal Frenchies, so we'll be there.
Gotta put these guys to. Yeah, I gotta put these guys to bed.
We're gonna try to do a little. We'll be at work. Oh, let me get where's the parking pass at, fam? Got it right here.
Yo, yeah, I'm gonna meet you before the game tomorrow.
I already know. Your boys are gonna be there.
All right, word.
You already
You're not
know.
being stopped either, too, fam. Let me go through.
Dear Revolution supporter, you already know we're gonna be there. All right.
Yep. They got the finest security, fam.
We're gonna bring the flag. Excuse me, putting my paperwork.
Actually, I meant to text.
Gonna bring the flag.
Homie.
We got the scarf. We're gonna be in the house, Henry. First one of the year. And our record is impeccable. So,
our record is phenomenal.
I'm going to put a little Bredsky down on the game now that we're betting in Mass. Yes. Maybe make this a nice little free trip. Pay for my gas money, Maybe buy MLS on the Apple spot. Maybe do all that, fam. Let's go. Last 30 seconds here, fam, on episode 81. Again, thank you, Curtino. Episode 80. Appreciate it. We're working on other guests coming up. And also make sure you like, share, subscribe. Comment, leave a review. We're doing the polls. Your boys are back. Come on. Let's go, Victorious.
Everything he said and more content, more content. That's all we got. We got that coming more for you. It's really it, fam. Had a blast in Texas. Episode 81. That's it, man. That's really it.
Happy Easter. Happy Good Friday. Passover. You already know, fam. Episode 81. Shout out. Good luck, Revs. We'll see you guys. Appreciate the support, yo. Appreciate it.
Yes, like, share, subscribe. On the tube.
On the tube, he said.
YouTube.